Well, you can't call it Halloween without having a black cat, right? This is Blackbean. He's Jay-Z's Reptiles' resident black cat, and he is absolutely a little monster. Not because that he's a black cat, just he's a cat in general. Cats are kind of little monsters. And we'll see how long he stays up here for us, but we'll see. So Blackbean, he's still pretty young. He's only a year old, so he's still a little baby. But talking a little bit about why black cats are so synonymous with Halloween. You know, it kind of dates back to kind of like the 14th century-ish, back in Europe, where cat's been part of everybody's culture, spiritual, religious, whatever beliefs for literally all time, from Egyptians and even further back. But back in kind of the 14th century, when like pagan rituals and things like that, and witches really started to kind of, and there he goes. That's okay. Well, we tried, huh, Blackbean? They really started to kind of gain some ground, and a big part of witchcraft or paganism or Wiccans is being one with nature. And so a big part of that is kind of having like an animal companion or a part of nature that's close to you. And so because of that, the kind of Christians of the time started to associate the witches and Wiccans with black cats as their familiars, and they started to think that they had, magical powers. And yeah, he's over there, he's tearing up his taco truck. And so because of that, also because they're nocturnal, they're independent, they roam around at night, all of that kind of adds and builds to this conception that cats, and specifically black cats, because they're black, they're dark, you can't see them well at night, all adds to just being associated with witchcraft, with not being a Christian, and therefore with the devil, ties to the occult, and all that stuff. They were very, very much associated, all animals, specifically black dogs and cats, and dogs, cats in general, were really well associated with. If you had a cat companion, or if you were thought of being a witch or practicing witchcraft, you were very quickly punished. Not just that, really all small animals. Toads, rats, mice, obviously the snake. So it's just one of those things that unfortunately, because they are independent, because they are nocturnal, they kind of do their own thing, they end up getting associated with that one way or the other. Where, around the 18th century, something happened with like Germanic type pirates, where they thought that, if a black cat crossed your path one way, that was bad luck. But if they crossed the path the other way, it would bring faith and fortune. So all sorts of weird stuff, but for the most part, what usually happens, negative ends up getting carried through. Not just with this, but with everything in life, right? So because of that, black cats got tied in with witchcraft, with Halloween. But as we've now kind of learned, it's not a religious thing. They're not tied to the devil. Cats are kind of crazy little animals themselves, but it has nothing to do with witchcraft or magic or the underworld or the devil or anything like that. So coming up, if you think about this Halloween and you think about your cat, the biggest thing you can kind of do is make sure that you keep your cat indoors. Specifically during Halloween, where everyone's kind of running around and there's a lot of traffic. But in all honesty, if you guys out there could please keep your cats indoor in general, and sorry I've reached a little bit of the PSA portion of this video, cats out running around during the day or at night cause so much damage to natural populations of animals, because they just kill kind of indiscriminately, that they are very detrimental to wild populations of animals. Really, the only thing worse than cats to wild animals is us. So this Halloween and in general, please keep your black kitty indoors. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Had to do one about black cats, because as much as like toads, rats, and everything else are tied in with Halloween, there is no more iconic animal than the black cat for Halloween. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Hit me up on any of the outlets. Hope you guys have a great Halloween, and we'll stay tuned for the next video.